Доброе утро, Sofia. It's exciting to be here. I've been wanting to get here. Я изучал русский язык 2 года, but I gotta remember this is not по-русски, не по-русски. All right, but I'm glad to be here, and thanks, Boris, Boriana, the crew. Thank you all for being here. Really appreciate this. Really, and you know, I'm gonna share some new, cool, and bizarre. Some of the new stuff that's come out in Excel. But first, I'm glad to be here because this is like a convention of superheroes. Because Excel users, it's a rare person who gets to have Excel as a career, right? Database people have careers. You know, people who write Python, they have careers. But for Excel users, we typically straddle the business and IT. So we have this gadget, right? We are the superheroes like Q has, James Bond has Q. We have Microsoft in Redmond making our gadgets for us, okay? And because it's not a career directly, you all are special because you have made the decision to get better with this gadget. It's not directly a career path. And that's a superhero story, right? There's somebody's got a skill and something happened and they said, okay, I have this skill and I'm going to use it for good. Whether I directly get paid for that or not. That makes sense to you? Yeah. That's kind of my story. Well, you know, I worked in customer service, and people kept calling with the same complaints. And I said, all right, this has got to stop. This is stopping here today with me, and I'm going to get up out of my chair in spite of what my supervisor said. I'm stopping this stuff. And yeah, and I got in trouble. But some stuff stopped. Things did get better. And that's why I'm glad to be here to share this with you all, because you all have some kind of a commitment that's not purely directly related to advancing in a career. Excel does help, but it helps like if you're like Farazji in logistics, or if you're in healthcare or somewhere else. Yeah, Excel is there, and Excel can help you advance. So, see yourselves as real superheroes. For real. You get that? All right, you feel like a superhero? All right, good, because you are one. All right, so also I want to point out that Excel is a tool. That we can't fetishize the tool. So we are not here to get good with a tool. We are here to serve that superhero need, right? That there is some mayhem and craziness and evil out there in the world that's got to stop. People whose stuff is not showing up on time. They're going to wrong places and inventory getting low and nobody could see it coming. And then somebody's screwed up. Their life gets screwed up. That's who we're serving. Being good at Excel, that's like being good with a shovel. You want to be good with a shovel and just go dig holes everywhere and fancy holes and dig ruts and people break their ankles and stuff. That's being good with a tool. But being good with a tool means being in service of something, or particularly somebody whose life has to go right. For James Bond, voice changers and his car and tracking devices, those are for a purpose and not for those things themselves. So that's something else. You are superheroes. Give yourself a hand for being here. Yeah. All right, damn it. Feel good about that. Be proud. And then, yeah, we're not here to fetishize a tool. We're here to get better at our gadget so that we can make people's lives better. Because there was this one lady, when I was in customer service, she almost lost her professional license because the company I worked for, their data was messed up. And that was really where I got a sense that there was some real person out there. I serve her. I don't serve pivot tables or VLOOKUPs or index match fights. I don't serve that. I serve that lady who almost lost her license because of our data being messed up. And I fixed it with my gadget called Excel. All right, so let's check this gadget out. I'm just going to show you a few things. You're going to see a lot of things over the day, and then some of you who are doing master classes, you're going to see more. But here are data types. Okay, and you can see by this map, let me bring this up a little more so we can all see. So how many of you use data types? Okay, all right. So they are new, and I'm not sure if everybody has them yet. But that 70116 is a zip code. And I made that a data type, and that's here where I would make it a data type in geography. And then B2 period city, that pulled the city for us. So let me do that for you real fast. Okay. So there's the zip code. I'm going to make it a geography type. Ah, there it is. It found something. Let me look at the card here. Okay, it says City of New Orleans. All right. And then I can go equals. Highlight there. Now I can get city, description, name. Let's get the description. 70116 is a postal code in New Orleans, Louisiana. And a few days after this came up, I did have somebody, he hated Excel, but he contacted me. He had maybe 2,000 zip codes, and he needed to know the cities so that he could get rid of irrelevant cities. And in less than an hour, I had to do some cleanup of his data before I could use the geographic data types, but he was a lover of Excel all of a sudden. All right. So here, I have a list of cities, just the city names that are data types, and then F4 period population. Now I can get the populations, and then city/region. Okay, so let's go down here. Let's put Gdansk. Ha. Now it's pulled Poland and it's pulled population. And I didn't have to go look up Wikipedia or anything. But also notice, part of the bazaar, it doesn't know what to do with Hong Kong and Singapore. It just crapped out on us, right? But if we had a whole bunch of cities and we needed to do this, figuring out what to do with those two, we could do that. We're smart, right? Okay, and then the next thing I want to show is, did you notice that when I put in Gdansk, it added over here? Now we're going into the world of dynamic arrays. Now, who's heard of dynamic arrays? Okay, all right. Anybody start using them yet? Just a few. Okay, so on my YouTube channel, Excel on Fire, I've started doing videos, and also Layla Garani there has been doing videos on her, and her YouTube channel is Layla Garani. Yeah, like share or something. I needed Excel on Fire. She's just her. All right. So I use the sort by, and then notice that when I click on Mumbai, there is a formula, sort by, and it's regular, okay, it's plain. But then if I click on London, it's grayed out because that spilled over. The formula spilled over. So let me do this. I want to sort the city names. So I'm going to do equals sort. And then I want to sort this entire table, comma. Let's see. I'm going to just push enter. Okay. So now it has sorted by name, starting with Berlin. And I didn't have to do anything. All right. So let's add another city. So Miami shows up where it should. So it pulled in the population and the country, and it sorted itself in the right place. You see, Miami is in the bottom of the population, and then it's in alphabetical order in column M. Do you see it? Is that cool? It's pretty cool. All right, so now everybody doesn't have that yet, hopefully in a few months. But if you get on in Microsoft Insider fast, you might be able to get it. All right, but they're slowly rolling it out, and so hopefully everybody will have it in a few months. Right. So now, more dynamic arrays. Okay, because we're superheroes, we have these people who are having problems, and it's come in a big stack. So we've got Austin, who's 66 years old. He's in the East region, duplicate records. Everything is all stacked up. Now, how do we get it unstacked? But let me first show you. This was the original data, just this. All right, I added that other column with the 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this is the way to get this unstacked via Power Query. Now, who's using Power Query? Okay, beautiful, beautiful. All right, who's not heard of Power Query? Okay, all right. Well, you're going to hear some more about it. All right, so let me go over here. All right, so this is how I would unstack in Power Query. There's adding an index, using a modulo, then removing columns, pivot, fill up, eventually getting down to where I can rename the columns and the data is unstacked, and now I can isolate regions, or sort by age, or sort the names alphabetically. Okay, but with dynamic arrays, so much easier. So I did add this new column 1, 2, 3, 4, and then here is one formula that I had to write, the filter formula. And what it's doing is looking at the source data, and then it's looking in G2 to grab whatever is 1. So it's grabbing the names. So it's starting to stack it up already. So any name, any 1 is going to be in this column. And then just drag the formula over. And then all of those are grayed out. Just had to write the formula once and then drag it over the 3 columns. It all came out right. So let's do this. I'm going to sort. I'm going to sort this array. There we go. Sorted in alphabetical order. And I could use a sort by. to sort it any way that we want. There's other functions: filter, random array, sequence, single, sort, sort by, unique. So I'm not going to go through all of those, but I did want you to see those so that you can be on the lookout for them. Check out the various blogs and YouTube channels so you can find out more about these because they are so cool. And for Bazaar, Octopus. What the heck with this octopus? Well, I can turn it. Isn't it a beautiful thing? You don't seem impressed with this octopus. All right, because it's crazy. Why is there an octopus up there? Well, for some reason, and maybe you all will find some reason for doing it, there is in the insert, we can insert a 3D model. Okay, there's lots of them. They're all 3D. Pick whatever you want. There's a jellyfish. But I'm not going to add one in because they are slow. They take a while to come in, and they also make files really huge. And to get more about these 3D models, Layla, I, and a few other Excel MVPs, we participated in something I called Excel Hash, where we got 4 random elements of Excel and made something. Rather than having a need and finding a solution, we picked the max function, form controls, 3D model, and frequency, and had to make something. And I came up with something called the greatest threat. And I said, okay, so we hypothesize some team has to go into some place, but there's certain parameters, and what are they likely to come across? And in this situation, wasp de fatale. All right, and then, let's see. There's Vlad's monitor. And then the ghost wolf. So this was fun. This was a really neat thing that I thought about from when I was in art school, how some people, they would use the equipment the wrong way because then it forced their minds to stretch and really get to know their tool, their gadget better by playing with it, by trying to break it, using it the wrong way on purpose. And that's what I would like to leave you with. And I thank you. And just remember, yeah, Excel is a tool. It's your gadget for ending this world's misery that's associated with crap data. Thank you.
Thanks, those questions. He can answer about everything new that was announced a couple months ago about Excel. So the microphone is yours. We have time for questions. First, first question has a gift special for from us. You know everything new about Excel?
Yeah.
Okay. Ladies first.
Sorry about this, I didn't see you. Um, do those new dynamic arrays formulas work fast? Is the performance good? Because I have used normal arrays formulas, and if I load my Excel with a lot of array formulas, the files got bigger and they got slower.
They are faster from what my own experience with it. I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Bill Yellen, he did a test of the performance, and in one of his files where he was using array formulas, and then he compared it to dynamic arrays, and it was faster. And the reason is that you just have one formula that's identical to the rest, so you don't have these variations that you would have, let's say, with normal formulas. So maybe it depends. We still probably have to do a lot more testing on that, but they're definitely not slower and probably faster, I would say. It's my...
Thank you. How we promise for the first question, you have a gift for us, from us, and one more question.
Thank you. Hi.
Hey.
Question. If I have 2 or 3 different data tables, and I would like to have those tables merged into a single one using a formula, is there any such way to do that? So what I'm trying to say is like this. I have, let's say, 3 brands where I'm updating continuously my sales data, yeah?
Yeah.
So then I would like to have a 4th sheet, let's say, where to gather information from the other 3 datas, 3 different sheets, yeah, tables, whatever you want to call them, but then to update that in real time. I mean, I would update the other 3 data tables, yeah, on different days, but in the same time, I would like to have the 4th data table, yeah, which would update from the other 3 ones. Is there any way to do that?
Okay, well, answer I've learned is always yes. There's a way of doing it, right? Okay. So my initial thought is Power Query. Merges with Power Query.
Okay. Well, I will have them to start using Power Query.
Oh, definitely.
Because I'm not doing that.
You must. You must. Because Power Query, I've found myself using native Excel less and less. And that's why this whole index match VLOOKUP argument is baloney, because now we have outer joins and full outer joins and inner joins and anti-joins. Append, right. If you, right. Okay. All right, Ken. All right. See, the Godfather is sitting out front. Yeah, he's going to keep everybody straight. Ken, the Godfather pulls. All right, so it depends on if you're trying to integrate it or if you're just trying to stack them up. Stacking them up, that's an append. And then if you need to integrate it, like if you've got some code that you need to match these codes up, then yeah, those are joins.
Thanks. Do you want to add something, Ken? Okay, some other questions? Yeah.
Thank you. First of all, welcome to Bulgaria. It's great to have you here with the lady and the gentleman, the rest of the guys here. So, thank you for the presentation. It touched an interesting topic about the 3D figures. And maybe I haven't had my coffee today or I'm lacking some imagination, but I count on you as an art person. One question, why actually we would need a 3D figures in Excel? Please,
I think of Russian, я не знаю. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. It was fun to play with. It could be a thing that would be great for PowerPoint maybe, and then it's just move. I don't know. We just had fun with it.
Okay, I appreciate it.
All right.
One more question.
Yes, thank you.
Yep.
I have a question regarding the array that you had with the names of the people and the age and the city. So when you use the filter formula, what is the logic behind? If, for example, in your array, there is a missing field like the city or the age. When you had the column 1 and 2 and 3, if in your first table some of these are missing, how does it order them so that it can match the 3 of them?
Well, let's play with that.
Am I missing something or?
No. I'm gonna go back. We're gonna find out.
Може ли пак да включим компютъра на ОС?
So, what if there was not a West for Alex? That kind of thing, right? With missing data.
One moment, OS, just to plug in your laptop in the projector. It's plugged. You're plugged?
Huh? Oh. Oh.
No. Just a moment.
Okay, so if there was, say, no age for Alex, right?
So you have age, region, name.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have 1, 2, 3, etc. What is the index that's using to match the 3 or the 4 columns in a row?
Okay, so I use filter so that it would only grab anything in column 3 that has a 1. Okay, so, yeah, and it's hard to see. But I'm looking at the range, which is the entire table, and then I'm saying from that entire table, grab me anything in column D that equals G2. And in this case, G2 is 1.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, ask a question if.
Okay, I didn't get it, but it's fine.
Oh, you. Oh. So, you still have a question you want to, because you were asking me about if there's anything missing. So what if we did say that we didn't have an age for Alex? What happens? It's going to 0.
And if you remove the 2?
Oh. Now.
Yeah, if it's a missing row. Not only the age, but the 2.
The entire row?
Yeah.
So now we've got Alex West. So now it's gotten messed up. Yeah, because now it's made up an age for Alex, and it's gotten, yeah. So we'd have to be careful about that. So yeah, I'm glad you asked that. That's the kind of thing that we need to know. Okay.
Thanks.
Yep.
One more question.
First of all, thanks for the wonderful presentation also. So I have 2 questions actually. They're both connected to the dynamic arrays. The first one is, can we use it with, not with tables, but with named ranges? Because we're still living in Stone Age and most people are not using tables and are afraid of them.
Right. Oh, they shouldn't be afraid of tables. But anyway, so first of all, putting these in tables, they die. But yeah, they can be used with named ranges. So, Right, yeah. So it can pull from a named range or a non-named range.
Cool.
Right? But now watch, I've got this is all dynamic arrays. dead. All right.
All right.
And you had another question.
Yeah, and the second one is, you used the filter and then the sort formulas separately. Can you nest them one into the other?
Now, yes. Da. Yeah. Now, yeah, definitely. You can nest them, definitely.
Okay, that's great.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep.
Hello, everybody. First of all, I want to thank you for the opportunity to be here on this great event. And for the Bulgarians, congratulations. It's 1st of November. It's our holiday.
And where are you from?
I'm also from Bulgaria.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. Okay, so I have two questions. I'm amazed from the new formulas, and I've tried them, but unfortunately I don't have them. Do you know when can we expect them to come in our Excel?
We don't know.
You don't know?
Sure.
Whoa, that's really loud. So the dynamic arrays were announced at Microsoft Ignite about 3 or 4 weeks ago. They've been released into the insider channel, so you have to be on the insider build. But in addition to that, what they're doing is they're actually turning... It's everyone in... Are you absolutely certain on that? Because I had not heard that it was yet. No, I know, but I thought they were still turning it up slowly. All right, never mind. All right, apparently everybody on Insider Fast then. So apparently, if you are on Office 365, I've just been told that everybody on the Insider build has them, on the Insider Fast build. So if you can get on that, I had heard that wasn't the case and they were turning it up slowly, but apparently that's changed. Okay, there we go, accelerating, fantastic. Get on Insider build. There's amazing things there. It's awesome.
Yes, there are. Yeah, but it's a rodeo. Okay. And did you have another question?
Yes, I have another question. So for that sheet there, I'm wondering, do you insert 1, 2, and 3 in column D manually? There, where we use them after that in the formula?
I did the 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I dragged the pattern down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Thank you.
Yep. Thank you.
Other questions? We have for one more questions we have
for
time.
us, G, you got a question?
Yeah, you're like.
All right.
If there is no other question, please applause for Oz.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.